AI and Stoic philosophy, the future of humanity. Welcome. In this video, we'll explore what ancient Stoic philosophers might teach us about artificial intelligence and the future of humanity. If this theme resonates with you, subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to help us continue bringing reflections like this. Artificial intelligence. Just two simple words with so much weight. But what does AI really mean for us as a society? We're faced with an incredible tool that can transform how we live and interact. At the same time, we must confront a series of ethical and philosophical challenges we can't ignore. What would a Stoic philosopher like Marcus Aurelius say about this new force in our lives? And how might Seneca, with his wisdom on human nature and self-control, view the impact of technology on our emotions and behaviors? The ancient Stoics taught us the importance of reason and virtue as pillars of a balanced and fulfilling life. In a world where AI plays an ever-growing role in virtually every aspect of our lives, from financial decisions to personal relationships, we need a philosophy that helps us handle this complexity. The central question is, does technology serve us, or have we become captive to it? Ethical dilemmas and the Stoic perspective. From social media to recommendation algorithms, AI has the power to shape our decisions and ultimately our behavior. But should we allow a machine, guided by algorithms and data, to influence our deepest choices? For the Stoics, independence and self-control are essential qualities. Stoic philosophy suggests we should seek inner freedom and not become enslaved by external circumstances. In other words, technology, however fascinating, should not dictate what we think or desire. Seneca, for example, would speak to us about the importance of living according to nature in a rational and balanced way. He might say that while AI can offer us comfort and convenience, it can also make us mentally dependent, influencing our opinions and even our self-perception. For a Stoic, it's vital to maintain mental clarity and independence, values often threatened by technology's constant stimuli and endless information, the illusion of control, and the importance of self-knowledge. Another interesting aspect is the human desire for control. In a world where AI increasingly makes decisions for us, it might seem like we're gaining more control over our lives. However, for the Stoics, this pursuit of external control is a trap. Epictetus would remind us that we have no control over what happens around us, only over our reactions and attitudes. In an age where technology seems able to predict our desires, this advice is more relevant than ever. Are we truly in control when we rely on algorithms to determine what we'll watch, read, or even buy? Or are we merely handing over responsibility for our choices to an entity without emotions, ethics, or values? Epictetus would say that rather than focusing on what AI can do for us, we should focus on understanding what is within our control and accepting what is not. Stoic reflections for the future of humanity. For Marcus Aurelius, the practice of discernment would be fundamental when dealing with technology. He might advise us to always ask, is this really contributing to my growth as a human being? Or am I using technology purposefully? Or am I becoming a mere consumer of impulses? For the Stoics, the pursuit of a virtuous life is a central goal, and that involves the conscious use of everything around us. The Stoics emphasize that true peace and happiness come from a disciplined mind and connection to higher values, not from attachment to material goods or, in the modern case, digital stimuli. So, for someone like Marcus Aurelius, the central issue would be using technology without letting it consume us. Ultimately, AI should be a resource that helps us realize our virtues, not a tool that makes us dependent and distances us from our essence. The challenge of virtue in the digital age. The Stoics believed that virtue, living according to ethical and moral values, was the supreme good. And when we ask whether AI truly promotes virtue in our lives, perhaps the answer is more complex than it seems. Can technology be an ally in our self-development? Or are we creating a world where virtues like patience, courage, and self-control are at risk of disappearing? Imagine an AI system that allows us to do everything instantly without effort, Would it be possible to practice virtue in such an environment? For a Stoic, adversity and effort are opportunities to grow in wisdom and moral strength. If we allow technology to make everything too easy, we risk weakening our own ability to handle life's challenges and frustrations. Stoicism reminds us that obstacles are essential for character development. AI is a tool, not a substitute for human wisdom. If we want to follow the advice of the Stoics, we must treat AI as a tool, not as a source of wisdom or a substitute for our own ethical responsibility. It's easy to imagine that, at some point, we might let technology decide what's best for us. But for the Stoics, this would be a fatal error. Wisdom doesn't come from something external. It arises from internal understanding and the constant practice of virtue. Seneca would likely advise us to use AI with prudence, always asking, "Is this helping me live a better and more ethical life?" He would see technology as a means, not an end in itself. A critical view on progress and virtue. For the Stoics, true progress is the development of character and virtue, something that no technological innovation can replace. AI can make many tasks easier, but the question ancient philosophers would ask is, are we truly becoming better human beings because of it? Technical progress shouldn't be confused with moral progress. Although AI brings convenience, it doesn't contribute to our ethical or emotional growth. Marcus Aurelius would stress the importance of questioning what truly constitutes human progress. After all, for the Stoics, the value of a person lies in their character and actions, not in the amount of information they possess or their ability to perform complex tasks with ease. He would encourage us to use technological development to support our virtues, not as an excuse to avoid responsibility or sidestep the effort needed to cultivate those virtues. The temptation of passivity, dangers for the human mind. One of the greatest risks in the age of AI is passivity. When we become accustomed to delegating decisions to algorithms, we become less active in our own choices and less critical of what we consume or believe. This passivity runs directly counter to Stoic philosophy, which values conscious action and personal responsibility. Epictetus would warn us against the temptation to outsource our autonomy. He believed we are responsible for our minds and must remain constantly vigilant, so as not to be swayed by external influences. To him, allowing AI to decide what we think, how we act, or even what we value would violate the Stoic principle of self-mastery and control over our reactions and choices. In a world of automatic responses and instant feedback, discernment becomes all the more crucial. The virtue of moderation, AI and the Stoic principle of austerity. The Stoics also believed in moderation and austerity as essential virtues for a fulfilling life. They considered that excess and indulgence lead us away from true happiness and inner peace. In a world driven by AI, where consumption and instant gratification are encouraged, how do we apply this lesson of moderation? Seneca would remind us that true freedom and satisfaction come from a life lived moderately, with enough for what truly matters, without yielding to excessive luxuries or hollow indulgences. For him, AI might help us perform tasks more efficiently, but should never be a means to acquire more than we need. He would ask, if AI is used to generate abundance, is it truly promoting our well-being? Or are we simply sinking deeper into artificial desires that will never be fully satisfied? In conclusion, Stoic philosophy offers a profound and necessary perspective for addressing the challenges posed by artificial intelligence. Instead of being dazzled by technological possibilities, the Stoics remind us that what truly matters are our principles, our self-control, and our pursuit of a virtuous life. AI is a powerful tool, but like any tool, its value depends on how we choose to use it.